January 8, 2017, San Jose, California. It was a busy day for Joshua Jones. He was going back to work at midnight to finish something, but no one knew he would die that day.
Alright, can you give me details on how you came across the body of Joshua?
So basically, at midnight, I got a notification from Pokemon Go that there was a Dragonite at the park waiting for me to catch it. Well, you know, Dragonite is a really rare Pokemon, so I couldn't help myself. So I went to the park to catch the Dragonite. But when I arrived at the park, I found Joshua's body laying on the grass with a knife next to him and blood on his stomach.
What's happened?
I saw someone at the crime scene. When I arrived at the body, I saw a person with a gray hoodie running away from the body in a hurry. I dialed 911 as fast as I could and told the person
What's your emergency?
that someone has died.
Can you please tell me your location? Okay, hang in tight. Stay there and we'll come there in 5-10 minutes. Bye.
We need to secure the crime scene right now. After the crime scene has been secured, the photography unit will come and take pictures. Next, someone will sketch the scene and draw the placement of the objects like the surroundings and the evidence. After, someone will take observations and take notes. At the crime scene, the forensics team finds pieces of evidence which will help solve this murder. They first collect the body. When the forensic scientists brought Joshua's body to the lab, they found some trace evidence on his shirt, which was a piece of fiber. And in the pocket of his jeans was a note that said, "Please meet me at Kiana's Park at 12:25 a.m. I need to talk to you about business. Please come." Now someone will be packaging the note.
You will put the note in a plastic folder. Then put the plastic folder in the yellow envelope. Then seal the yellow envelope with tape so nothing can go in or out the envelope. And then initial it. Then tape the evidence tag onto the yellow envelope and initial it too.
Now someone is collecting the blood with a cotton swab and will carefully package it so it won't get contaminated. And now someone will be collecting the knife at the scene and packaging. To protect the knife, you add some support in the box and place the sealed knife. Then tape all around the box. After, you add the evidence tag and biohazard sticker, then date and initial. Now that the blood is at the lab, a scientist will be confirming if the blood belongs to Joshua by doing a blood typing test.
First, you would get the blood and you would put 3 drops of it in each container. In the first container, you will put 3 drops of anti-serum A. Then you would use a toothpick to see if there's any change. When you're done, you would continue on to using anti-serum B on the next container. And then you would use anti-serum RH. If it clumps, it's a positive, but if it doesn't clump, it's a negative. There's no clumping, so it tells us it's O negative blood type, and it also leads us to find out that it's Josh's blood.
For the fiber, a scientist will be performing a fiber analysis. So first you put the fiber on a microscope slide, then you add a drop of water. After, you put a cover slip, then examine it under the microscope.
So we're going to analyze this knife that has been found on the crime scene. We're going to see if there's any latent fingerprints on it that we could use. Okay, so you get your brush and you're going to lightly dust it, like do like swirls around it. And with this, we're going to get a piece of tape and lift it, and we're going to stick it on this card here.
Joshua Jones lived in Alum Rock Avenue, San Jose, California. Joshua was a single and successful 20-year-old man who lived with his sister. He was the CEO of a dog food company and his business was prospering. A suspect was Joshua's sister, Julie Jones. She was recently robbed of all her money by her husband, who ran away after the event. Her husband was in a lot of debt and took all of what she had to take care of herself. After she was robbed by her husband, she moved into her brother's house, and her brother helped her find a job so she can slowly earn money after what had happened to her. With the crime that just happened, the police decide to interrogate Joshua's sister.
Hello, is anyone home? Hello, who are you?
We are the police and we're here to investigate.
and we're here to find more evidence to figure out the murder of your brother Joshua.
My brother was murdered?
We want to know, when was the last thing that you said to your brother?
The last conversation I had with Josh was around 10 p.m. last night.
What was your conversations about?
We just talked about business.
What else did you talk about?
We talked about how I'm gonna hunt down my husband and get my money back.
Did you talk about anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Miss Julie. Have a nice day.
For more info, the investigator goes to Joshua's company and looked at the surveillance video.
Julie, what are you doing here? Don't you have work?
I already resigned from my job.
What? Why did you resign from your job? You know I helped you get that job, right? After all I've helped you, you're just gonna resign like that?
First of all, stop yelling at me. I resigned from my job because I wanted to go to business school to join this company.
What? Who told you to even go to business school? Better yet, who told you could even work here? You're completely clueless about this job.
That's why I want to go to business school.
You better stop, Julie. You know what? I'm gonna go talk to your manager and go get your job back.
No, I said I want to work here. What's up with you, man? Why don't you want me to work here?
For starters, you're lazy, arrogant, and you're selfish. There, you need any more reasons why you shouldn't work here?
No, this is ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation. I gotta go.
A few days later, after Joshua's murder, he has a funeral. At the funeral, his sister, Joshua's best friend, and his neighbor that was the witness comes to visit.
Today, we're at my brother's funeral. He was such a great man. He worked so hard to make a company, and he achieved his goal. Brother, why did you leave me? I needed you.
Who killed you? I'm gonna kill them now.
Feels bad, man. You were my best friend.
How could you die like this?
Later that day, the police decide to interrogate Phelan.
So what was your relationship with Joshua?
Joshua and I were good friends. We became friends since in college because we both like pets. When I have a problem, he's always there for me. Say as me to him. Well, that's when I was shocked and sad when he died.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fuhrer, but I just want to know where you were at 12:40 a.m. on January 8th, 2017.
I was at home, asleep during that time.
But before the incident happened, by any chance did you talk to Joshua? If so, what did you guys speak about?
We met at the cafe, and of course we talked.
What did you guys talk about?
He said he's stressed about his work, and his sister just resigned for a job just to work his company, but he doesn't want her to join the company.
Do you know anyone who's jealous of Joshua or is envious of him?
I don't know anyone, but right. But I'm sorry, I can't answer your question anymore because I'm very busy right now.
Okay, thank you, Phelan, for your time. See you later. Alright, before I go, may I use your restroom?
Sure.
The bathroom is over there.
Alright.
The police decides to go to the bathroom, just so that he can secretly search around Phelan's house because he was acting a bit suspicious. In the bathroom, the police finds a gray hoodie and decides to see if the fiber will match the one found at the crime scene. After finding the sweater, the police decides to search around Phelan's room. He then finds a composition book and sees a page is ripped out, which might be similar to the note found at the crime scene, so we will check that. To get more clues, the investigator calls in Julie and Phelan to do a handwriting analysis test.
Alright, so we provided you with a pencil and paper. We're going to need you to practice, warm up a little bit before we start. Now that you're warmed up, we're going to need you to write this phrase. The elephant was hungry, so it ate the peanut butter. With its trunk. One, 8, 7, 5, 2. Okay, so we provided you with pencil and paper. We're going to need you to practice before we start. Now that you're warmed up, we're going to need you to write this phrase. The elephant was hungry, so it ate the peanut butter with its trunk. One, 8, 7, 5, 2.
After many testing, there was a lot of evidence that pointed to Phelan.
We want to analyze the handwriting from the note that was discovered in Joshua Jones' pocket at the crime scene and a handwriting sample from the suspect Phelan. Both handwriting has a similar characteristic, like the letter T goes under the baseline, the letter G and the number 2 has a flourishment, the letter P has a little curved line sticking on the back of it, and the dot of the I's is more toward the right side of the letter.
Also, when the scientists compared the rip in the notebook, it matched with the note in the crime scene. And also, the fiber from the sweater matched with the fiber. They were both cotton. So that's when the investigator asked Phelan to do a 10 card and compare fingerprints.
When analyzing both fingerprints that were provided by Phelan's 10 card and the one found on the knife, I found deltas, cores, bridge, fork, ending bridge, crossover, hook, and short ridge that both matched from both fingerprints.
With all the evidence pointing to Phelan, he confessed.
So what do you want to talk about, Phelan? I want to speak to you about business. What kind of business? You've been making big money, Joshy boy. Yeah, my dog has been selling like hotcakes. Anyways, I heard about your business. Do you need any assistance? Thanks, but I'll pass. I don't need your charity. Are you sure? Are you helping me? Nah, man, it's just that we've been through business school and all. I'd hate to see the work go down. Don't be the past, man. Whoa there, take a chill there, partner. No, you can take a chill too.
What's up, Phelan? Heard you've been making money, and you already know my company is already bankrupt. Oh, I've been thinking about your offer for weeks, and I think I'm gonna accept it. I need your help, Joshua. Please help me.
Okay, I'll help. What kind of help do you need?
I need money. $1 million.
What? You know I can't give you that amount of money, Phelan.
You said you're gonna help me, but now you said you can't give me that much money?
Yeah, I know, but
But, you know what, Joshua? If you're my real friend, you should help me out. You should help and give me what I need, because that's what true friends are.
I am gonna help, but I'm not just gonna give you that amount of money. You know what? We'll talk about this later. Smell you later, kiddo.
In the end, Phelan was convicted of first-degree murder and 35 years in prison.